The following program is rated MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
The show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, Mo B, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-minute warning.
Good evening. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of 5-Minute Warning. Once again, of course, it's your man, your mellow Ruben, taking you on the trip of the craziness that we live in, we call reality. And of course, as you can see, the ones and twos is back. AG, what's going on, brother?
What's happening, y'all? Back from the parts unknown.
Oh man, yo,
In the flesh.
it's
ready
been
to get down.
I feel like it's been like a month of Sundays.
Well, other than the last one I did, it kind of was. It felt like a pretty long time.
Yeah. How is everything? Was Parts Unknown good to you?
It wasn't bad. Hung out with a little lady. That's always good.
Oh, most definitely.
Didn't
But
have to
as you,
work sometimes.
yeah, good. But as you can tell, we're still missing
The
part
fifth
3.
Beatle.
I mean, I know, right? So Mo B might be here. He might not be here. Parts Unknown might have attacked him too. I don't know, but hey, the show must go on, and we're gonna get done what we need to get done. Hopefully, everybody's ready for an awesome Sunday, because I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I am. So, AG, man, I mean, it's been like at least a month since you seen you, man. Any cool things you've been doing?
Not really, man. Just has working a lot, and when I got some time off, just hanging out with a little lady, man. I mean, really, that's what it boils down to. So I take a little step back, but I'm good. I'm good.
And Boo Love good to go?
She's good.
Nice. That's always good. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen a couple times you've been kind of, watching us and seeing what's going on. But yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get over Yogi Bear. That was hilarious, bro. That was hilarious.
I mean,
like, what in the world?
I feel like the show goes to different parts of everything every once in a while.
To be honest with you, when I was listening, I was thinking Jay Grizz was going to try to poach Mo B for a minute.
Oh man!
I mean, it was a bromance over there. I was like, dude, what you trying to do? Take my little man. What's up?
I didn't think that connection was going to be that fire, but I mean, I felt like they were playing off each other, like, hop, skip, and jumps and stuff. So,
well,
yeah, it was crazy.
Just like Jay Grizz said, I won't call him that word that will remain unspoken, but even in a whole nother environment, that dude is clearly the funniest person in the room.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because when he said that whole Yogi Bear thing, I lost it, man. I was like, oh my god.
Oh, shout out to Jay Grizzy and Marcus J for joining the show a couple weeks ago, keeping it going and things as such. We had the infamous 4 box that we haven't had in quite a while. Dre from V8 is happy that AG is back.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that, sir. Thank you.
The show is saved. Sure. Okay.
I mean, it's like, you don't mean jack, man. What's up?
I mean, it's cool. Look, man, I don't need to be the reason why they watch, as long as they watch.
Okay.
So I'm good with that.
Personally, I think Dre from VA kind of got it in for you.
I mean, haters can hate, man. Haters can hate.
Well, yeah. AG makes the show start on time for once.
I think it's funny how everybody's talking about how the show never starts on time when it always starts on time.
It does.
Maybe your clocks are jacked up. But hey, I refuse this episode to talk about other people. I'm going to take a stance of hating celibacy today for at least an hour.
Hating celibacy.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to
How
turn.
about you take a vow of not hating that celibacy? Because now you're involved in sex and like people, and yeah, you don't want to do that.
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
It kind of does, bro.
Eh,
Words have definitions.
they do, but
Webster's.
I like to destroy it all, make my
You
own
really
stuff
did.
up.
Because I mean,
So-
you were saying some questionable things that might get you in HR.
Hey, whatever. I mean, HR's talking to myself, and I ain't about to do that to nobody.
I'm
Definitely
just
not
saying,
on air.
sometimes you can cancel yourself.
I mean, won't be the first time, ain't gonna be the last.
Truth.
You know. So well, I'm glad everybody's joining us today. So we're gonna start with an oldie but goodie. You know, we're gonna start with a little bit of Crazy World. We haven't really done Crazy World in a while. We've done a whole bunch of other things and that sort of thing, but we're gonna start with a little Crazy World. So first of all, we're gonna start with some real Crazy World. So let's like really happen, and it's crazy. So I want to talk about it because I don't get it, and I just want to make sure I'm not the only one out here not getting it. So, armed man dies by suicide outside U.S. Capitol after crashing car. So yes, we're talking about that dude, that 29-year-old man who crashed his car into a barricade at the Capitol. After his vehicle caught on fire, he got out and shot a couple times in the air. And as the police came up, he shot himself.
What was the motive?
What
What was he
part?
trying to do?
I don't know. Nobody knows. What part of the game was that? Like, I don't get it.
Why was that crazy? That's dumb.
Well, I mean, because remember all the craziness that happened last week. Well, so let me. Some people call it crazy. I call it the law.
What's up, Black Morticia Adams? Thank you. What's up, girl? How you doing? Nice picture, by the way. I see you changed your picture.
Yeah.
So go ahead. What were you saying?
I mean, so you know the whole situation with, you know, publicly going into Trump's house and taking documents that he should not have had on his person.
And his lawyer lied about him returning them. Said he returned them a long time ago. My executive producer, the beautiful Lauren, told me that today.
Yeah. So it's like, hold on, player. So if you listen to one network, they say it's a raid. And
It was a raid. I mean, I call like breaking in somebody's house,
but they didn't break into his house.
I mean, entering somebody's house aggressively, because that's called a seizure.
Yeah, that's
Then-
not a
then-
raid. A
What's
raid
the difference
is
between a raid and a seizure?
the difference between a raid and a seizure is with a raid, it's pretty much like a no-knock warrant. They ain't had no no-knock warrant. They knocked on the door, they opened it up. Here's your warrant. Get out my face. We're taking stuff.
Okay, I see. So that's even worse. They already knew. They had that, because you have to have some proof to get a warrant.
Exactly.
You don't
And
just
they-
hand out warrants because you're cute.
And the AG came out and said, yeah, I signed it. What? Which means they knew what was in there. They went and they took it. And then, like I said, one of those stations I watched for an hour, because I do like to punish myself every now and then. They were just pretty much like, well, they raided his place and blah, blah. And Lord knows the hero that you never know we needed, because we don't, but he's doing what he's got to do. DeSantis was even like, that's not a raid. That's people doing their job. He shouldn't have had what he had there anyway.
Let's back up a minute. Let's not give DeSantis too many.
Oh, well, he did that.
He
to get
had
Trump out the way.
motivation because he's trying to run in 2024. And
Exactly.
at this point, because he's got the juice, he's got enough juice. He don't give a rat's ass about Trump anymore.
Nope. No, he does
Because
not.
but 2 years ago, he wouldn't have never said nothing like that. So
Nope.
let's not make this guy a hero.
Oh, I'm not
at
making
all.
him a hero. I'm
Well,
just
you
saying.
used that word. Remember how I told you use the words right?
I mean, I used the word right.
No, you didn't. He's not a hero.
I didn't say he was a hero.
You did. You said the hero that we didn't think
Oh,
we needed,
my
and we
bad.
don't.
Well, that was more of a, and we don't, because I don't think he's a hero. But you know, the whole thing is he was on that network pretty much telling them, nah, they did what they're supposed to do, and I'm just like, bruh, who are you?
Yeah, he
The-
lost his right wing card on that one.
I mean, clearly. So it was. So then, of course, this happens, and they're kind of just like, well, they don't know why he just rolled up, shot a couple times in the air, and then shot himself.
Yeah,
And
that,
of course, I mean, yeah, it's just
that doesn't make any sense. That's just like silly. You don't. There's no motive. You did something crazy to start with, and you, in my mind, you
in
took the
my
bitch way
mind.
out. Yeah, I know, right? Christmas time, right? But he took the bitch way out because
Of course.
if I'm going to do that, I'm going to charge and at least get a couple of cops. If I'm going to
Yeah.
do that, you know what I mean? It's because I was going to call it kamikaze until you finish the entire story, and I was like, "How you going to shoot yourself?"
Exactly right. Hey, I'm gonna shoot 4 times in the air, then take myself out.
Yeah, that doesn't really.
I don't know what part of the game
what
that
about
was.
what about what's going on in the Phoenix FBI headquarters? What about that, bro? Now that's crazy world. They lining up out there loaded with loaded weapons. I'm like, this is not going to end well with y'all.
Yo, man.
That's crazy world.
And this is that time where people need to understand, and particularly people of remote power need to understand that their words mean something, man. And like they're just like, well, they unsealed it. They unsealed the thing. You know who else could have told us what was on it? Trump. Because he got a copy. He could have easily put it out. Because he can't put it out because then, it's like, yo, bro, why you do this? He's got to be able to have some sort of day line type of thing. But I mean, come on, man. Like,
Trump would never do that because he doesn't understand how to shut his trap long enough to create plausible deniability.
Yeah.
You're asking a lot of that guy, man.
First of all, I ain't asking shit because he can just not talk anymore for all I care. I just think it's crazy that I not even think it's crazy. I actually think it's funny that a lot of people just like, why would you do that to the president? First of all, if I hear another motherfucker call him president, whatever, he is former president. Don't be doing that. And that place where I was watching, they would say that, yo, president, president.
No one ever said former?
No, like he's still president. And I'm just like, bro, he is former president. When there's Obama, you say former president. How about you say former president for him? But then again, they're probably part of the Stop the Steal and all that other bullshit anyway. So, they're just terrible individuals. But yeah, man, I don't understand why this dude decided to just go up and shoot in the air and kill himself. It doesn't know why. Nobody knows why. But they did say that Homeland Security has issued a statement saying that there's been a spike in threats to federal law enforcement.
Well, I'm sure if they took the time to try to find this guy's QAnon handle, they would probably find out some information. Because I guarantee that's the type of guy that's on QAnon.
What I don't understand is, yo, there are a lot of people who are just like, I will die for Donald Trump.
Right.
For what? That's just like me saying, I will die for Obama. First of all, Obama don't want that. And I don't want that either because I ain't about to die for nobody.
Ruben, I feel like this is going to be 20 minutes of saying some stuff we already know.
It's not. But I'm just like, it's
dude,
crazy.
We already know. I mean, that dude is Jim Jones. Y'all already said that.
Yeah,
I wasn't even here.
Yeah. First of all, that Jim Jones shit, that documentary, scary as F.
Well, it's still happening because Trump did it again. Except he didn't have no Kool-Aid.
Hey, this dude has something. He had a shotgun.
Dude, that's just
he took himself out.
The scary part about Trump is all of his followers are still alive.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Just saying, brother. Just saying.
What are you gonna do?
Hey, nothing. Just understand what's going on.
So now we get we get from the real crazy world to this. Car thief who hid from police inside a giant teddy bear learns his fate. That's right.
That should have been the first thing on your mind.
Nah, man. I need to talk about the real shit. Even though this shit is real. Come on, bro. Like, so
I'm just impressed that he hid in a big teddy bear, human-sized teddy bear suit.
Yeah, he attempted to hide in a 5-foot teddy bear. So clearly the dude is short. And
even if he wasn't, that's still impressive.
Yeah. So first of all, he in Manchester, England, jolly old Manchester, England. That was a horrible accent.
It really was. It really was. You're better than Kevin Costner, though.
Well, thank you. So yeah, he had the idea. He got arrested while he was attempting to hide in a 5-foot teddy bear. Basically, what happened was, he apparently stole a car and didn't pay to fuel it up. Whatever. Because I mean, if you stole a car, why would you pay for the gas? Like, I understand that.
I want to know why I didn't pay for the gas, because if you steal a car, you really have to have gas to get away.
I mean, but maybe he stole the car and was like, shit, ain't got no gas in it. So he stole the car, he filled it up, then stole it. But you talking about he didn't pay for the gas? He stole a car.
Well, hey, you're on a streak, man. You're on a streak. Why pay for it when you just stole a car? Why
damn
pay for
straight.
gas?
Yeah.
I just thought about that. I was like, wait a minute. If he stole the car, he can steal the gas.
I mean,
It's kind of brilliant.
kind of,
Or at least consistent.
Consistent, yes. Very much so. So he did that in May, and the dude did not get captured until July because they were searching the house and they noticed that a large bear was breathing. What?
You mean
I can't make
teddy bear was breathing?
No, but they said a large bear was breathing. I can't make this shit up, man. So literally, this dude was in a big ass teddy bear, but they caught him because he was breathing.
Well, my thing is, if you have time to hide in a teddy bear, then you have time to run, right?
Man, I don't know. Man, I don't know, man.
Another Yogi Bear story,
bro. Oh my God, I can't go out. I can't go front. Yo, let me hide in this teddy bear. What? Hey, I guess the thing about it is he hid in the teddy bear, but he didn't cut open eyes, so he couldn't tell if they were around. So he's breathing. They even show a picture of it, and it's like this little asshole in the foot that he got in. But I'm thinking to myself, I don't understand.
Well, it happened, and it's impressive.
It's very impressive. I still don't understand how he got in it, but whatever.
But he did.
He did. And of course, good old Manchester police. This is when you stick to your day job and not try to be funny. He's now stuffed behind bars after being sentenced last week for a theft of a motor vehicle, driving while disqualified, and making off with a petrol station without payment. Hopefully, he has a bearable time inside.
I would have fired him just for that.
I mean, what the hell? Like,
can you get a commendation and your 2 weeks and your notice all the same day?
I mean, yes.
Is he in jail or the zoo?
This writer should be
Cowboys.
That writer should be in the damn zoo too. Like, really? Come on, man. How are we gonna write that dumbass shit? Like,
oh, he thought about that for a minute. He's like, this is my first and only time on TV. I'm gonna make it count.
Oh my God. He is stuffed behind bars. Like, really?
Yes.
I can't.
Hey, it's unbearable.
No, so it's the worst. It's the worst.
Is it really the worst? I don't think it's the worst.
Hey, man. Good stuff. Manchester police, baby. That's what they do.
Got a football team and jokes.
And I think the football team's better than the jokes.
At their worst, they're better than that joke. Yes.
Oh God. So yeah, we got dudes shooting themselves for no reason in front of the Capitol. We got another dude who hid in a big ass teddy bear to try to get away, but didn't. Now, drunk Floridian allegedly drove golf cart on highway with open bottle of whiskey.
Well, the idea that it happened in Florida makes it what's the word I'm looking for? Ineligible for crazy world.
Well, it's eligible today because look, man.
Stop trying to steal that man's job, man.
Well, he here, so
wow. He ain't here. That's what we're doing.
That's what it is. Lord knows if I'm not here, y'all gonna steal my job. So it is what it is.
Nah, we're not gonna do that.
That's a chance I take, baby. It's a chance I take. So hold on, man. I don't think you understood what I said.
I understood exactly what you said. And when you said Florida, it made all the sense in the world. That's not crazy.
Yeah. So
if this would have happened in Nebraska, then I'd have been like, wow, really? But when you said Florida, okay.
So the 58-year-old woman was arrested Saturday night on the shoulder of Interstate 95.
Yep.
She is facing misdemeanor charges. What? Hold on. You drive a golf cart on 95 with
Where's the felony in it? There's
what's
no
that?
felonies about that.
with a handle of Jack Daniels wide open, and all you get is a felony, a misdemeanor charge of disorderly intoxication in a public place. Oh, and resisting an officer without violence. What?
How do you do that?
That's a good question.
Did she just say no? I'm not going to go with you anywhere,
Uh,
and that counts as nonviolent resistance.
So what happened was a semi truck driver spotted the woman driving in the golf cart in the center lane of Interstate 95 in Broward County. Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. And they're probably going like 15 miles an hour, but there are a whole bunch of pissed off people. So the truck driver used her semi, female truck driver, to steal the golf cart driver to the shoulder of the interstate, which basically means if you don't get the hell out of my way, I'm going to run over your old ass. Get over. And that person did. And the truck driver grabbed the keys to the golf cart as the woman tried to drive away. Once troopers arrived on the scene, the woman started arguing with them and insisted she needed her bag. Inside the bag, troopers found an open bottle of Jack Daniels Tennessee Fire Whiskey.
Got the good stuff.
Well, yeah, if you're going to be drunk on the Interstate 95 on a golf cart, at least have the good stuff.
Does anybody in Florida really need the good stuff to do something like that? No.
I mean, no, but at least it's fun. And Interstate 95, which stretches up and down the East Coast, is Florida's busiest interstate highway. So hold on, this shit gets on the busiest interstate highway in Florida with her 15 miles per hour golf cart in the middle of the damn interstate with a bottle of Jack Daniels.
Okay, like Moby would say,
man,
Florida woman.
Yeah, keep that shit in Florida, but still, that's almost impressive. Like
almost.
Yeah.
The only thing is more impressive than that is the dude that was actually playing golf in the median.
That's true. That was really fucking impressive.
And maybe she was looking for that guy.
Possibly. But I'm trying to figure out how she got over to get in the middle.
Because cars are going to slow down. It becomes a moving chicane. Because it's like, if you see that, especially if you're a truck driver, you're seeing over everybody else, you're going to slam on the brakes. And once you do that, she's got you. Because what are you going to do? Kill her? No. Chances are, if you can control your car from going from, what are they doing 95 South down there? Probably
70.
80.
The speed limit is probably 70.
The speed limit is 70, but they probably doing 80, 85. So if you see it coming, then your first response is to hit the brakes.
Yeah.
So once you hit the brakes, then she's got you at your mercy, because most people are not going to just run this lady over, no matter how much she might deserve it. They're not going to run her over. So then you got traffic, 2 lanes of traffic, because she's in the middle going 15 miles an hour. And if you got a truck like that, you can't just slide over. Just saying.
I mean,
a golf cart slowed the traffic down to almost a screeching halt.
I wouldn't have been shocked if somebody tapped her ass.
Well, they got them things down there. They got the biscuits.
Yeah, but you can't. Well, you really, as that one dude showed, you really shouldn't be shooting while you're driving, because some people can't handle it. You know, how you gonna shoot with your own damn car trying to do some road rage, dumbass shit.
Hey, man.
But yeah, man, this
show.
I mean, look, man, crazy world is crazy world. And that's all the crazy world I got for the day. I mean, you know, but hey, if you want to really look some crazy world, turn to Fox News, man. There's a whole bunch there.
Is that crazy, or is that just like brilliant? Fox News is Fox News reminds me of pre-World War I. I mean, World War II. They're just shooting that propaganda, making people bad.
Yeah, I mean, but they do a really good job at it.
That's what I'm saying. It's brilliant. I keep telling you they're brilliant.
It doesn't really make me mad. It just makes me like, really?
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that are there's 60% of the people in America that are the exact opposite of you. That's what my point is. And it didn't used to be 60.
Actually, it's more like probably like 55 now.
Dude, all the people that lying about who they voted for or lying about how they feel because they don't want to get fired, It's 60.
Well, I mean, you know, what's his face picked up 55% of the vote. So
Well, I'm just saying.
I mean, but they
Some
cheated.
people
So
lie.
I guess Biden cheated, and dead people voted for Biden. Oh,
Yeah,
wait a minute.
we're not saying all that food.
That was unproven.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, no, that was a joke. Cause
See, you can't say stuff like that.
I mean,
People
hey,
make
man.
you a soundbite,
you're right, and they say that shit on Fox News all the time.
and you a colored fella. They need mascots.
I mean, yo, bro, every
Diamond
time
and Silk gone. When is the last time you seen Diamond and Silk?
who
Exactly.
I saw this black dude up there the other day, and I looked at him and I was like, "What is wrong with you?" It wasn't even like I get it, man. You probably get paid a whole bunch of money
No, he did it for
to
free.
talk. No. He probably gets paid a whole bunch of money to talk that shit. But I'm just like, God, man, you get like 6 figures. Because if I was getting 6 figures, I might talk a little bit of that shit. I ain't gonna front, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Not enough money in the world, bro.
I like the $1 Million Man said, everybody's got a price. And I mean, 6 figures to talk some of that shit they be talking. I would think about that.
Okay.
Because what is it? What's her name? Laura Trump is a Fox advisor. Like, the fuck? You just somebody's cousin.
It doesn't matter. She's got the name.
Yeah, and she dumb as hell too. And Hannity, why is that dude still on TV? God,
Well, Stephen A. Respects him quite a bit.
Hannity?
Yeah.
For what?
He says he does a great job at his job.
Well, I'll be like,
I was listening to him on the radio today. He said it, and he respects him quite a bit.
Well, here it is. I would agree with that. Hannity does do a great job of telling those dumbass people who listen to him all the dumbass shit they want to hear. He does a really good job of that.
And that's all you need to do.
And I mean, I don't know about the whole respect part, but I guess if you pay, you do what you gotta do.
You just showed him respect by saying what you said.
Well, he's good at that part of his job.
Right, and that's his whole job. That's all you know about him. That's all you know.
Yeah.
So again, I mean, you
I wonder if he just believes it. I wonder how much he believes of it.
We don't know that because Fox News is the one that was running out there saying all those falsehoods about COVID and the shot and all that. And then everyone that works there can only work there if they take the shot.
That's so brilliant.
So the guy's good at his job.
And I love when, what was it, Geraldo called them all out.
Yeah,
like,
that was funny.
How you gonna sit here and tell people not to take a shot, but y'all dumbass is working and you had to take the shot? Like,
yeah,
really?
It would void your entire contract if you didn't take the shot.
Yeah, because you couldn't work.
Exactly.
They're not gonna pay your ass for being at home.
Exactly.
Man, take this away, man. Rise and shine. Jeez.
Rise and shine. Rise and shine today is a little fun. If you like music, it's a little fun, but it's still as irritating and angering depending on who you are. So, I'm doing laundry, and one of my favorite Madonna songs comes on, which is Vogue. Actually, probably top 3. Exactly. Yes, Vogue. And I remember I didn't know what voguing was because first of all, the song I heard it before I saw the video, so I didn't really understand what voguing was. And then she kind of explained, what voguing was, and I said, okay, that's cool.
Makes some sense,
dude.
It just doesn't.
You said you weren't gonna hate, and here you are.
I know. I lied. I can't.
Just can I get through this?
Yes.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
No problem.
You're so cute. Anyway,
I can.
So anyway, she explained that voguing is a LGBTQAI underground thing. It was big in the 90s. I'm sure it's still big now. And so she was giving us an education. She was taking us to school. And I was like, okay. Because again, Madonna has always championed alternative. Always. Nothing new. Everything's cool. Love that about her. So like I said, I'm listening to the song. Took me back to the 90s. It was dope. Still dope. Like I said, it's one of my favorite top 3 Madonna songs ever. And so I'm listening. I'm doing my little Vogue thing, whatever, folding clothes, folding socks, doing funny things with my wife's panties and stuff like that. So you can do that when you're married. But anyway, so I'm listening to the song, and this is what I noticed. Now, I began this by saying Madonna championing alternative. We all know that she has a rainbow of children. Okay. We all know that Black and brown in the LGBTQAI community is very underrepresented, and don't think gay people and lesbian people and trans people are not racist as hell. Racism doesn't stop at their front door. It doesn't. So I'm like, okay. And the reason I bring all this up is you extracted something that clearly belonged to that crowd, Black and brown especially. You built a song around it, and everyone that you mention in this tune is white, because she goes through a list
I remember
of
that.
stars and starlets that have nothing to do with being gay or lesbian or trans. They are all heterosexual, because Rock Hudson was not in that list. And when I say that, I mean the ones that we know of. And you completely excavated something from that community, commercialized it, and gave them no credit. I thought that was foul as hell. Jean Harlow is dope, but the brown person or the Black person that's doing this voguing, they're also dope, right? So you just gonna misappropriate, make millions off this tune, and not even mention the crowd in which it was taken in the entire song, and then have them replaced by white heterosexuals? I find that fantastic. And when I say fantastic, I mean unbelievable. Because I'm like, I can't even believe that you're going to do it, but it was so brilliant because the backdrop was a dope ass house tune that is so infectious you can't help but be a racist right along with her, because it was, Vogue came out in the early 90s, and I'm just figuring this out last week. Personally, I think that's cold-blooded, because as far as I can tell, it's another white woman misappropriating Black and brown, and then not even giving them credit for it for real. Now, again, you don't have to see it the way I do, but understand what voguing is, where it came from. Understand what house music is, because that's another thing white folks in mainstream America have misappropriated from Black and brown too. House music is straight Detroit. And there's another city involved too, Chicago, New York. But again, house music is a Black and brown thing. So the idea is Black and brown lyrically. The backdrop of the musical backdrop is Black and brown from house. And everybody of note in the song is white. That's the rise and shine. Y'all think about that.
She does mention DiMaggio.
Well, he's Italian, so what are you trying to prove by that?
No, I'm just saying, because I remember the song, and I remember hearing Joe DiMaggio in it, and I was like, I never really thought about why he was in it, but
because he was connected with Marilyn Monroe through marriage, and he was one of the greatest Yankees at the time and all the time.
Yeah, I meant the Yankee stuff, but I
He
didn't
was married to
realize why
Marilyn
he was
Monroe.
in the song. Okay, I didn't realize he was in the song.
Yeah, he was one of them dope dudes, but really he wasn't dope in the same vein as the other men that were mentioned. But because he was married to Marilyn Monroe, which was the mother lode, that's why he got in the song.
Yeah, I didn't know because I knew he was married to Marilyn Monroe. I just didn't know that was a reason why he was in it.
Had to be, because he's the only athlete in the song.
That's correct. That's very correct. And as a Yankees fan, I picked up on that immediately, and I was just like, okay, cool.
Misappropriation is a problem. It's never going to end. I get that, but misappropriation is a problem. And that was one of the things where it personally hit me. And I wasn't really happy with Miss Madonna at that point. I was like, that wasn't really cool.
But I don't think a lot of people are unhappy with her,
No.
which I find to be interesting because you're right. The whole history of the song and stuff and where it comes from and the purposing behind it is all like really, reappropriated rather. But it's like, how do I want to say it? Nobody gave her, like, this is the first time I've ever heard anybody give her flack for it.
Well, the thing is, number one, it's 30 years old, for starters. Number two, when you have a song lyrically and melodically that infectious and rhythmically that infectious, you will sing when you have a melody that strong, you will sing "Kiss My Ass, Mama, I don't like you, fuck you." You will sing that because melody will make you say a lot of things that you would never say. It will. It's just how we're wired. I mean, how many songs out there is your song or whatever that you would never say in public? A lot. So that's what I mean. And I think at the time, Madonna was on the cutting edge of a lot of things, especially alternative, championing alternative, groups and people.
Mm-hmm.
So she kind of snuck this one in because you're not really thinking, because of everything I just said. I don't think you're really thinking about it. Now, the song has a lot of age. However, it's aged well, but at the same time, it's not all over radio. Now, I will give her a little bit.
Not anymore.
Right, not anymore. So I will give her a little bit of a pass because the song is a Dick Tracy soundtrack song. And Dick Tracy is always going to be, a period piece.
Yeah,
and
but
hold on, because of that, I understand where the list of stars and starlets of the, Hollywood's golden age came from. However, everything that it took to make that tune, I'm like, for real? So again, I will give her credit for that. And I have to, because it's real information. Those are facts. Vogue is not a Madonna song on a Madonna record. It's a Madonna song on a Dick Tracy soundtrack. Dick Tracy is a period piece. What I mean by that is Dick Tracy took place in the golden age of Hollywood.
Yes.
So you have to name these people, but at the same time, I just thought it was sadly ironic. And in the world that we live in at this point, misappropriation is a problem. And when I look at this, it's like, yeah, Madonna, I don't know. And Moco Cowboy, I think it's on our list to watch. Paris is Burning. So we will be watching that.
So, the interesting part about it is you're right. It is on a Dick Tracy soundtrack. However, the video, if I'm correct, remembering the video, it is definitely a house dance video.
Exactly.
With a whole bunch of, mixed races,
Yeah.
voguing and everything. And I do remember Dick Tracy appearance of that character like twice in the video. But I would say that it was a Dick Tracy soundtrack, but that song really captivated the country for quite a while during that time. So I'm not going to necessarily give her a pass on that. I would definitely say that I think it was just different times back then, and cultural misappropriation really wasn't.
It wasn't a term back then.
It was
it wasn't a mainstream term back then. Black people have been using it forever.
Yeah, it just wasn't because the video. Because remember back then, for those of you who might not be old enough, back then that was probably one of the heights of the video age, and everything was so visual. Whereas, like, you're right, if you just listen to the radio, you never seen the video, you'd be like, man, that's some racist ass shit going on. But when the video was a huge stark contrast to or a definition of the actual song, you never thought that there's any type of cultural appropriation going on just because the video was so appropriate.
It was.
And and that's why it's more interesting, that you bring that up and we kind of talk about it. So yeah, I mean, and like what KB Yako said, Vogue education. I mean, I can honestly say that's not what I was expecting to hear today, but I'm kind of glad I heard it. I mean,
appreciate that.
Madonna is okay with me. I mean, I don't think she's like not one of the greatest people. She's not one of the first 20 people I'm gonna go on my Spotify and look for. I'm gonna put it like that. Probably not top 50, but you know, I think she is an interesting character. Her first song was Like a Virgin, and it all just spiraled from there. So
No, actually, her first hit was "Celebrate," which was dope.
was it the first one?
Yeah, it was.
Hmm.
Because she had a record out before, like a version, and "Celebrate" was the bomb. That actually is my top 10.
Yeah, but
Madonna
like,
musically is dope, man, for real.
no, not disagreeing with that. But I would definitely say that Like a Virgin was a bigger song.
Oh, it was. I'm
Yeah,
just saying it
Celebrate,
wasn't the
yeah.
first one.
So yeah, I mean, good stuff, man.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate your rise and shine.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it. So man, my 5.
Yeah, that was. I don't have 5, but I do have some humdingers.
So my 5 this week. 5 things that you will never do, even if you had the chance. 5 things that you will never do, even if you had the chance. So what you got, AG?
I don't have 5 because I saw it. I said, man, that's really hard. But I don't. Well, I'm gonna just say my number 1. I ain't never gonna cheat on my wife. I'll say that. I mean, because not doing that. Number 2,
Go on Fox News and tap dance.
hey, that's my number 3. I'll take that one. Because I ain't know about it. Look, okay. My number 2 is I'm never ever gonna disrespect my parents on purpose. I might do it on accident, but I'm never gonna do it on purpose ever.
Okay.
Number 3, in general, not just Fox News, but I'm not tap dancing for anybody. I'm not gonna try to start none. But if you go there with me, then I'm gonna go there with you.
Okay.
I'm not tap dancing for anybody. And really, my whole life is based on those 2 things or 3 things. I'm not going to disrespect myself. I'm not going to disrespect anyone else, especially my folks, anybody I care for. And I'm not going to tolerate your bullshit. I don't care how I feel about you. And I can love you and not call you no more. So those are my 5, man. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you.
Those 3 are your 5?
Yeah. They're going to have to be weighted.
I see that. Okay. So, 5 things for me. Never will I ever go skydiving. F that shit. They ain't no.
Not even for money?
Nah. I'm scared. Like, here's what it is, man. I don't like heights. I would say I used to be scared of heights. I just don't like heights. And then the fact that I'm going to be thousands of feet in the air and I can't see what I'm hitting. Nah, bro. I'm dying of shock. I'm not even going to make it. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead at 20,000 feet. It's not happening. It's just not. That's just like me getting in. If I get knocked into a large amount of water, man, cancel Christmas. I'm in shock, bro.
Cancel Christmas.
I'm dying of shock. It's not happening. It's just not happening.
Come on, man.
Which leads me to number 2. Even if I did learn how to swim, never will I ever do that dumbass shit. Like, hey, I'm gonna get in a shark cage and swim with sharks. What? Hell no. Hell to the no. Look, man.
Oh man, the sharks can't get to you though,
bro. Look, man. Now, it's not that kind of party, sir.
You sure?
It's so much not that kind of party. Hell to the no. Okay. I don't care if I got unlimited air. F that. I don't trust that shit. I don't trust it,
man. It's hard, man. You can never say never, man.
I can say never on that shit. That shit ain't never happening. If I go in the water, I'm probably dead already. So I mean, it won't matter. Nope, ain't doing it. Um, a number three of things I will never do if I had that written down, but I changed my mind on that, so I'm not gonna say that. But we gonna move to another one. All right. Another thing that I ain't never, ever gonna do. What's going on, Mike? Ah, I'm never, ever streaking any quad or anything.
You mean you don't want to run around butt naked?
Let's spell this out. HELL now.
Wouldn't it be crazy if
No.
you ran out of breath and couldn't run anymore? Then you're stuck there butt ass naked.
No, sir. Not cool.
Man.
Not cool.
Oh man.
Hell no. And probably I think this is number 5 or number 4. I don't know. It's another number.
It's fine.
It's 5. Cool.
Yeah.
Yo, bro. Like, I have limitations on eating shit that's alive.
So no sushi for you?
No, I said alive. I didn't say.
So if it's
I eat
like still
sushi.
breathing?
Yeah, like it's not going in my mouth, moving around. Hell to the no.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Yeah,
I
because
mean,
I've
like-
seen people eat stuff that's still like flicking around. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
no.
good.
Why? So it could crawl up inside my? Nah, bro. No,
I'm pretty sure your stomach acid would kill it, but I'm just saying.
I don't want to think about it. Hell to the no. Shout out to Big Mike. Hey, congratulations. He's about to get married. So
Congratulations, man. It's a good thing.
yeah, good stuff. Him and his fiance Bethany. Shout out to them. Yeah, man. That's nah, man. Those 5 things ain't never happening.
Oh, so live bugs are out, says Moco Cowboy.
But shit, yeah.
No, he'll do the cook bugs because they're not moving anymore.
Exactly. Cook bugs are cooked, but I don't know if I'm doing them either. If I got choices.
Well, what if you don't have choices, you'll do the cook stuff.
I mean, if it's life or death, yeah. If it's to win some money, it depends how much money it is, bro. I mean, $50,000, nah.
It's not enough.
We got to be at least $500,000 before I'm starting eating crazy shit like cook bugs or pig testicles or anything. Oh man, nah. I got time. No. Definitely anything live. No, that's not happening. That's just not. I don't understand how people do that shit. So, but that's the 5, man. That's the 5 for this week. Live bugs. Yeah, live bug. Well, you eat a live bug. Moco
I ain't
Cowboy.
eating a live bug.
And
That'll be my number 4. No
Yeah,
live
man.
bugs.
Nah, hell no. All right, man. So AG, man, what's on your mind, bro?
What's on my mind is kind of a not really an extension, but it's kind of rise and shine esque, and it's just a statement I was thinking about. And here's the statement: if at any time a human being is labeled less than human, in the minds of mainstream America, the best that human will be is rehabilitated. You get it?
Repeat
break
that
it down.
again.
Okay. If at any time a human being is labeled less than human,
Okay.
the best that human will be is rehabilitated.
Okay.
So what
I
I'm
understand.
saying, you understand? Okay. Because really for everybody else that doesn't understand that, because what I'm saying to you is Black people we started out as less than human. We were 3/5 and that's documented. It's not something that's like de facto. It's on paper, right? So for a long time, we weren't all the way human. That has led to a very easy narrative of us being animals. So when you get somebody that he speaks good English and he's one of the cool ones, that means that you're still a beast in the worst sense of the word, but you've been rehabilitated to get along and make white America feel comfortable. That's what I was saying by that.
Okay.
So that's what's on my mind.
Oh wow.
The Black and brown are never human. That's why it's always so easy for the right, the alt-right, to publicly call us animals. No matter what we do, one mistake and we're animals. Or they just say we're all animals no matter what. That's why it's so easy, because the narrative was already set. You're not a real human being to start with. So that's what's on my mind.
Awesome. So what's on my mind? It's very simple. Like, I need people who have power to use that shit responsibly. And I say that because, you know, we got a lot of people out in this world who are using their power irresponsibly. And the power to convince people is a very strong thing. Have a good night, Black Morticia Adams. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Sorry you had to go take that power nap. But fighting COVID. I'm
so sorry.
Sorry to hear that. My parents just recovered from that a couple days ago. So prayers and positive wishes. But yeah, people who have the ability to convince other people to do things. I'm sick of people. One, I'm sick of people using it irresponsibly. And then I'm sick of the rest of us allowing that shit to happen. And hear me out. So it's a fair statement that there's a lot of people in this country who believe in Trump and they will die for Trump. And it is what it is. Real talk. Who am I dying for? That's a very small list. That's a hugely small list. But I don't understand how people can put themselves in a position to just follow someone aimlessly. I don't get it. Don't understand it. But especially someone that you don't know, like personally, is one thing when you spent time with them and you believe what they're saying and you've talked to them and all this other stuff. Like, like a boss, like at your job. And maybe they just, I'm feeling this dude or I'm feeling this woman. Like, she makes sense. That's different. I'm talking about people who put themselves on such a high pedestal and then people believe them because I understand. That's me too. Like, I get that. It's okay to see a connection with someone you may not have seen or may not have known. But to go outright to do like stuff for that person, I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm not saying it's good, bad, or indifferent, but what I am saying is for those people who have that power, they need to use it a little bit more responsibly. Because right now we got a whole bunch of people out here who got a little bit of power and they're using that shit recklessly. Like, really recklessly. And it's annoying. Like, I mean, really? We just talked about the dude who rammed his car into a barrier near the Capitol, shot 4 times in the air for no absolute reason. And when the cops came up, he shot himself in the head. For fucking what? Like, what? Get out of here. Like, that don't make no sense. That makes no sense whatsoever. Then you got people like he's talking about in Phoenix attacking the FBI building in Phoenix. For what? Like, what? I don't understand it, and I'm trying to understand it, and it's just like I don't know where the common sense bus, like maybe they missed a couple stops somewhere in some hospitals, when kids were born and stuff. Because I almost feel like you're either born with common sense or you weren't. I mean, I thought it was a learned thing, but clearly it's a born thing because I just feel like some people just don't got it. They don't have it. I don't understand. I'm not saying they need to be perfect, but I know the difference between right and wrong and red and blue. And my thing is, I would hope other people would do the same. But there's some people out there who don't. And so there are times where if you have power you need to understand that the shit you say has consequences. Like, and I'll be honest, I don't feel like I have any power, but yeah, there are times where maybe I say something a little differently than I really want to say it, because maybe there's, like, I hope not. I hope everybody listening to the show has common sense and things as such. But maybe there's somebody who listens to the show and is like, that's right, Ruben, F that guy. I don't need that. And there's a whole lot of stuff, a lot of people throwing out this rhetoric and throwing out what'd you call it earlier, AG? What that Fox News is putting out. What's that term called?
Propaganda?
Propaganda. Yo, like, come on, man. We got to know the difference between right and wrong, left and right. And if you don't, then ask somebody. Just what I'm saying, ask somebody. And all we got to do, if you got that power to influence others, just use it responsibly. That's all I'm going to say. And that's really all I want. So, once again, I'd like to thank everybody for listening to the episode, to the show today. Thank you, AG, for being here. Appreciate you. Thank you for all those who listen to us on the live show and when they listen to us on the podcast that'll come out Thursday or Friday. Once again, tell a friend, tell an enemy, just tell somebody about us. We once again appreciate you. Once again, another episode down next Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yo, I mean, we back again. It is what it is. And if you like that, join us. If you don't, still join us. That way you can talk that crap to us. And that's fine too. We'll just ignore you. But look, once again, thank you to everyone. Thank you for all support and everything like that. So, as we say every week, hopefully Moby will be back from Parts Unknown next week, because I'm ready to get the band back together. The frustration is reaching an all-time high now.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I just need to get the band back together. Man, I don't care about the Game of Thrones prequel. They're not as entertaining as us. What?
Is that tonight?
Next week, I think. But I don't care. Week. You know what you can do with that? You can record that. We live. I mean, you can record us too, but
one more thing before we go. Speaking of TV, if y'all got Hulu, you need to watch Dope Sick. It's like, wow.
Okay.
It's on Hulu. Check it out. It's really good.
Cool. I will. And I hope they will as well. We ain't getting no money for it, but it is what it is. Next week, like I said, same bad time, same bad channel. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Definitely watch that replay. Hilarious. These people. Once again, thank you for joining us. Peace, love, hair grease, soul, and deuces.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5 Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW podcast, at Nugman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, Moby 5 Minute Warning, AG_5 Minute Warning, Nugman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of